Technology is now an integral part of professional football. At the highest level, data is analysed in meticulous detail, with coaching staff well aware that it can be the minuscule difference between two sides. However, could this technology also be the difference for an amateur football team? A regular, bog-standard 8-a-side team made up of barely fit, low-ability players. Let's give one a load of tech, courtesy of sports tech experts PLAYR, and see what happens. This is the mighty Copa90 FC, an 8-a-side office team that play in the WC1N Football League. Over the past few seasons, they've experienced the highs of promotion and the lows of relegation. This season, they find themselves languishing in Division 2, looking to return to Division 1, where they belong. At the helm is their newish manager, Miguel, otherwise known as El Mister. His number 2 and long-standing club left-back is Tom, affectionately known as Brandy.
We've got a pretty good team here at Copa90 this season, a good mix of young players and old players.
I will mention Holden because he's our goalkeeper, he's one of the oldest players, and yet he's fully committed and makes amazing saves.
As well as a solid team, Copa90 also have a new tactical approach to the new season.
And if you see Max running like a mad bastard, you follow Max.
With their team and tactics sorted, is data the missing link that will help take their game to the next level? It's the 27th of September. Copa90 are 4 games into the season and sit second in the table. Tonight will be the first time they try out their performance tech, but first the manager must pick his team.
So it's 5 o'clock on a Thursday, which is about the time that the team news gets announced on WhatsApp, so everyone's sitting by their phones quite nervously now, waiting to see whether they've made the starting lineup or not today.
Here, offer himself here, so you will have Sandy here at Sandy, and we expect him going slowly to get someone marking him relatively close.
If I was selecting Cornfields as the arena on FIFA, I'd definitely check Night.
Would you?
Yeah.
It makes my eyesight worse.
This is the match day routine. We just walk from the office to the game. There's a couple of things we've got to do along the way though, a couple of sort of superstitions. We used to go to that newsagent there to get like a Lucasade, but then we kept losing. So we've actually scrapped that one and we now go to a different newsagent down here, which every time we go to, we tend to win or draw.
First, we will see if Sandy's been marked. If Sandy's not being marked, imagine this guy has no detective sense at all and he just sees Sandy come and they're like, you know what, he's not dangerous, doesn't have care and all that. So they go to Sandy, you go to Sandy and you direct is massive. We try to do that one first, because then they will mark you and we can do the other one.
It's now time for the team to receive their tech.
This is our new product for elite aspiring footballers or anyone who just wants to see their data, how they're being tracked, and it also gives you sports science advice afterwards from some Premier League sports scientists that we've worked with.
What do we create films about football?
Oh right, okay. Yeah, but you're online, isn't it? Is it online?
Yeah.
Only online?
Only online.
The game gets off to a good start. A confident Copa90 side seems to be putting in more effort than usual. Perhaps because their data is being tracked, perhaps because they're being filmed for once. After 10 minutes, El Mister's emphasis on playing out from the back comes to fruition in a counter-attack, finished off by Ali Cullen. Moments later, Agostini finishes to make it 2-0.
Yeah, but once in a while, trust Tal. Because if we go to the maximum, we trust Tal and Tal can go to the middle again and we build up from there. Especially now, guys, be intention and concentration because they're going to press us more.
Copa90 hold on and win the game 2-1.
Push up!
Now it's time to check the stats.
Bluetooth, eh? Is that a new thing?
You can see how you compare to a pro, so that's pretty decent.
Okay. Low and low.
I think it was psychological. They knew they were being tracked today, and maybe they ran a bit more because of that. Honestly.
Very low.
Happy? I'm thinking in a few weeks' time we're going to be looking at these phones at the end of the match and we're going to be seeing much higher numbers.
Copa90 FC remain unbeaten and tonight face Electric Blues. Ex-Premier League fitness coach and tech expert Chris is here to help interpret the data and give the team some advice.
Mr. Gaffer, Best manager in the league, this guy, best manager in the league.
So the total distance is a broad measure of the endurance capacity, the underlying fitness of the boys. And at first sight, I'd say, actually, you've got a reasonably fit bunch of guys here.
They have one larger too many at times, but I'm glad it doesn't reflect on the...
The two key metrics that I've explained to Miguel that I would be looking at for you guys are the number of power plays. So that's your hard accelerations, hard decelerations and sprints. And that really is one of the key metrics. And the second one would be your sprinting distance. When you scroll down on your sprinting distance, have a look at 5-minute breakdowns. And just make sure that you're not doing it all in the first half and you're actually fatigued. Yeah, you're running over.
What sort of speed do you reckon you'll be hitting today?
I don't deal with metrics. I deal with...
Copa90 go on to win 3-2. The data is making them run more, and it seems they are improving.
It was a tough game. Far from our best performance, but sometimes when in England you have to embrace the ways of shithousery, and I think we embrace them in the right manner.
And that's all the sprints that you've done on the pitch.
Nice.
And then again, like for each of the different metrics, it will go through like comparison to a pro.
Looks like I took the game pretty easy. Well, that's a lie. I'm blowing out my arse.
They follow this result up with a draw against a strong new team in the league, Bloomsbury, a last-minute equaliser denying them 3 points. The stats have helped the team pace themselves across the match, but can't account for a slip of concentration right at the end.
Making the piece,
I would say a lot of tireless work from Max.
Max ran his fucking arse off.
Yeah, right.
Just when things seem to be going well for the team, unbeaten with the word invincibles being prematurely bandied around, things take an unexpected turn for the worse.
Two of the teams we've played against and won eventually drop out halfway through, and the team welcome, now without controversy, 2 new teams, and instead of giving us the points we had already won against those previous teams that drop out, we're giving draws. So we lost a few points there. We lost our position on top of the league, and it's a matter now of struggling because we were not as high in the table as we were.
That evening, their promotion rivals take advantage of an uncharacteristically disorganised Copa90 side, dismantling them in a 6-2 win. The run is over. It's December. Copa90's form has dropped off, and a mid-table finish looks like it's on the cards. A spirited performance sees them win 4-2, with both Miguel and Brandy on the score sheet.
The season kind of dipped off towards the end a little bit. The Vests have been good at just making sure everyone runs a lot. And it is pretty good to be able to see your positioning at the end of the game. I think it didn't necessarily help us win the league yet, but I think it's definitely helped us improve or be more aware of how good we are as players.
It also has broke some cliches that everyone's thinking that the old players run less.
We thought the old players would be slower, but they've actually been top of all the charts.
And also it's to keep the youngsters on their toes.
Yeah.
The experiment is over, and what have we learned? It's clear from Copa90's varying fortunes that just like at the top level, technology can help you understand the way you play, but it can't necessarily win you games. One thing's for certain though, it helps intimidate any opponent who happens to look into your dressing room.
That's great.